Hey guys, welcome back to Bricks Review from Bricks Daily. Today we're going to take a look at Santa's Workshop, which is set 10245, part of the LEGO Winter Village series. This box comes in just under 19 inches by 11 inches by just under 2.5 inches. It's recommended for ages 12 and older. Comes with 6 minifigures of Santa, Mrs. Claus, and 4 elves. It also comes with a total of 883 pieces, which, as you can see from the side here, has a lot of smaller pieces. So if you're helping little ones put this together, you might want to make sure you help them so they don't lose any of these pieces. So if you want to go ahead and open this up, some people like to collect the boxes, so if you want to be careful not to damage it, just cut the 2 pieces of tape on the side. You can use an X-Acto knife, it works quite nicely. Let's open it up and take a look. So inside we have 3 bags labeled 1. Let's move those over to the side here. We have 3 more bags, these ones labeled 2. And let's just move that out of the way. Then we find 3 additional bags, and these ones are labeled 3. And we'll set this out of the way. And it also comes with what it says is supposed to be 2 pipes. But as you can see, mine came with 3. So it's just an extra piece there right off the bat. Then we have the instruction manual. So let's just get this bag open. Just be a little bit careful if you're using a knife. So once we get that open, we'll just pull everything out. We don't need the cardboard backer, so we'll just set that off to the side. And then when we take a look, you'll notice that we come with 6 stickers. And then you'll actually find that the books are labeled 1, and on the second one, obviously, it would be booklet number 2. As with sets like this, they tend to break it up into sections for the building. So if you look at open up instruction manual 1, you'll notice that it tells you which bags correlate with what part of the instruction manual. Bags 2 and 3 are both from instruction book 2. And it also tells you what page numbers those start on. So go ahead and get started with the build. We're going to start off with book 1 of the instructions, and this part just focuses solely on the bags labeled 1. So we're going to go ahead and get started with book 2, and this is only going to focus on the bags labeled 2. And now we're going to move on to the second half of book 2, which is going to focus on the 3 remaining bags, all numbered 3. So now that we got all the building taken care of, let's go ahead and take a look at all the parts. Let's start off with the minifigs. In this set comes 4 elves. As you can see here, they're just standard minifigs, which they use for, they feature the legs that they use for kids, or even the hobbits from the Hobbit series. As we spin around, you'll notice that only one of them has printing on the back. But what's nice is each of the 4 has a different face. One with freckles, one with kind of a smirk, one with a big wide grin. And with my set, I was able to get an extra beard. So I kind of put him on this guy just to differentiate him a little bit more from the rest. But if we also take a look at this minifig, and we spin his head around, you notice his head is the only one in the set of the elves that comes with a second face. Now let's move on to Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus has a pretty nice little pattern that's printed for her. 2 little candy canes in her apron. A little bit of holly down on the apron as well, possibly. And as we spin it around, we'll notice that she has the triangular base, which is common for female pieces that LEGO puts out for dresses. And she also comes with a red cape. Included with her is a little tray maybe with some goodies for Santa, or maybe for the elves to reward them for their hard work. And then finally we have Santa Claus. The Santa Claus is fairly similar to a bunch of other Santas that they've released over the years, but this one actually comes with a red bag, which is kind of neat. All the other ones usually came with like a tan brown bag. So now let's go ahead and focus on the other parts of the build. We'll start off with the reindeer. These are pretty cool little reindeer that they have you put together. There's 4 of them total. As you spin them around, you can see it has a nice little white tail, which you can move around if you need to. And also the head's a little bit positionable. The eyes are printed onto the piece, so you don't have to worry about stickers or anything like that. And like I said, there's 4 of these in the set. And the back fur is actually printed on the piece as well, so you don't have to worry about stickers there either. And one of the things that you'll notice is similar to the horses, it has a center back part that you can take out. And the reason you would take this out is when you want to hook it up to Santa's sleigh. And let me just grab that here. Okay, oop, let me pick that up. Okay, and so what you're able to do is just put that on there, and LEGO did a really cool job of making it look kind of like the reindeer attached, like you might expect them to be. As you can see, it just hooks them up to the 2 tubes that were included, and which is then connected to the sleigh itself. Next, it comes with a much smaller reindeer. The horns aren't quite as developed as the older ones, or the bigger ones. Rather than a 4-piece body in length, it uses the 3-piece, and the legs aren't as tall. I kind of like to think this one's Rudolph. Next, we come to the Christmas tree. This Christmas tree is a little bit different than some other trees that Lego's put out. As you can see, it has ornaments and a little star up at the top. And what's neat about it is if you take the presents that you put together for the sleigh, you know, it looks really nice when you put it around the tree. They all fit in there quite nicely. Let's just get all those in there so you can see. I don't want to forget the guitar here. You know, that's going to make a little Lego character happy. And the wand. Oop. There we go. Let's get that set right back up there. Okay, next up we have the North Pole. The North Pole here is a pretty neat little set. It has the candy stripe like you would expect. Up at the top it has the sign that says North Pole and a wreath with a star on it. And let's go back and take a look at the full sled with the reindeer on there. As you can see, the reindeer attach onto the black tubes pretty well. And we'll come back to the sled. And what's neat about this is it has a spot for Santa to sit, and all those presents that we just saw that we put around the Christmas tree all fit into the back of the sleigh. So it's pretty neat. What's nice is the detail that they put in here. These pieces on here really bring out the sled. Nice little lights in the back. You know, Santa wants to be able to see where he's going or what presents he's getting out of the sleigh. And what's nice is this is even though this is a bunch of different pieces or sets put together, they're all held together pretty well. And as you pick up the sled, you notice, or you move it around, that the reindeer move along with it, which is pretty nice. You can pick up this sleigh and the reindeer go with it. Almost kind of magical, I guess. So then let's move on. Here's another part of the build. That was the conveyor belt for the elves. As you can see, it's just a pretty solid little piece. Little pipes on the back, you know, gotta make sure that it's working. Lights up on top, making sure the elves know if everything's going okay. And these little micro builds, a little car and an airplane. It's a pretty neat little set. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Santa's workshop itself. I really like the detail that they put into this set. It really gives it a nice old-time look, mixed with a little bit of new stuff, like these Christmas lights up on top. All these different colors, pink, green, orange, blue, all put up there to get the nice Christmas spirit going. And then over on Santa's workshop, I like this up here with the clock. Maybe it's right before midnight when Santa needs to get going, so maybe they're all focused on last minute rush. The sign sticking out is pretty neat. And then this detail, it really stands out to me. I really like how much effort they put into this. If we turn this a little bit to the side, we'll notice some more of these candy striped candy cane type poles. What I like is how they're not just straight, they're angled, and it gives it kind of a quirky feel at the same time. And then if we take a look at the front door, you'll notice that it's closed here, but fortunately we have a key. Let's go ahead and put that key in. Maybe if we turn it, and we could check and see if the door's unlocked there. Yep, there we go. Let's go inside and take a look. Once we get inside, we find Mrs. Claus tending a fire, admiring a picture of her and Mr. Claus, maybe from Fiji last year. Nice little break after Santa's deliveries. And then if we go up the ladder here, we'll see Santa upstairs, sitting in his recliner, reading some last minute mail, maybe drinking some hot cocoa, all by candlelight. And let's go back out here and we'll go over to the elf side. Just open up the door there. And let's go on in and take a look. Inside we find two elves busy at work, putting together some last minute presents. Maybe as a little bit of motivation, they have the Santa Needs You sign right behind them. And also some cookies there on the table. Again, maybe working by candlelight. but it looks like they're hard at work getting ready for Christmas Eve. So the set's pretty nice. It allows you to a lot of options to be able to set stuff up and take some photos, which I think once you add in some stuff like I did here, some snow and everything, just really gives a sense of being up in the North Pole. Then also you can get a nice shot maybe of Santa driving his sleigh through the snowstorm, all on his way to deliver presents to all the kids in the world. Really like this set. It's a pretty nice one. Well worth the money, I think. I think any good fan of Lego is going to enjoy this set. Lots and lots of pieces. That's Santa's Workshop. Hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, or you have a Lego set you would like to see reviewed, let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe or check us out online at bricksdaily.com. Thanks for watching.